Y420Q, you're on the bridge.
Okay, Y420Q oblique stroke A. The average modern motor car has 7,000 parts, and when one of them stops moving, that is where your troublem starts. Well, one of them stopped moving, and I'll tell you, if I may, the sorry tale of Y420Q oblique stroke A. Well, a funny little clicking sound was coming to my ears whenever I was cornering or moving through the gears. It doesn't sound that bad, I thought I'll fix this one myself. So I took the trusty manual down from off the garage shelf, the index and the clicking sounds when moving through the gears or cornering, end quote, when checked to confirm my darkest fears. The common fault occurs when the advancing trunnion grommet contacts the lower swivel arm and knocks the cotter from it. The debris swiftly gathers in the grease annealing trough, which feeds the universal joint, and then your wheel falls off. The remedy is simple: by a tungsten carbide splay, whose reference code is Y420Q oblique stroke A, and then carefully insert it in the lubricating flue and tighten with a torque wrench, and there's nothing more to do. Well, they might as well have written it in Chinese Braille code, so I took my trusty manual to the garage down the road. "Do you please stock Y420Q oblique stroke A?" says I. He says, "Now you want main dealers, have you given them a try?" So I did that, and they didn't, but they ordered it for me, and only 2 weeks afterwards I bore it home in glee. Now a Y420Q oblique stroke A is about like that, for which they charged me 50 quid plus 10.5 for VAT. I took another day to fit it, working late into the night, until at last it seemed as if I might have got it right, and then I started up the engine and I moved off through the gears, and a funny little clicking sound came drifting to my ears. So I took it down the garage where I'd first been to the parts. The mechanic took a look and said, "I thought this from the start. That Y420Q oblique stroke A, I've got its trash, but I'll fix the proper part for 30 quid in ready cash," which he did in 15 minutes, and I drove off near to tears. And a funny little clicking sound came drifting to my ears, so I stopped the car and checked the wheel and swore to raise hell fire when I found this little pebble wedged up tight against the tyre. So I flicked it out and started off and moved off through the gears, and lo, a perfect silence then came drifting to my ears. And I laughed then at the manual and the mendicant mechanic, and the Y420Q oblique stroke A that made me panic. At the grommet, at the trunnion, at the grease annealing trough, I laughed all the way to Bromsgrove, and the sodding wheel fell off.